Hi, everybody, and welcome. It's about good luck, it's about fortune, it's about prosperity. It's also about distended, bloated, laughing Buddha bellies. We're going to take a look at all of that. I am just so excited as well because it's been a while since I've done some money work, as in a money call or a money program. So I'm hugely looking forward to seeing what happens for all of us within hours and definitely within 1 hour. So those of you all who are familiar with my work, you know that I always ask you to watch out for various signs and signals. And these are gifts, unexpected monies, treats, savings, discounts, opportunities, meeting people, roses, rainbows, dolphins, and four-leaf clovers. Like if these start showing up for you, you know you're on the right path. As always, working with the decrees means that you will get answers, you will get messages, you will get solutions, you will get insights, you may even have dreams that tell you what it is that you want to do next. So, kick-starting this call, tell me, my darlings, would you like some more money? And I didn't ask Neelu to unmute us, but I'm just going to take it for granted that the answer is a huge yes. And now tell me, knowing that you do want more monies, what do you normally do to manifest more money? Like, how do you get more money? What do you do for money? How does one manifest anything? And I have to keep refreshing my page because Mercury is retrograde. You can leave now. And Jupiter is going to be going retrograde on the 20th, and Neptune is going retrograde on the 25th. And what that means is digital disruptions are plenty.
I was going to say, Nidhu, that people are typing in, but since you're asking the question and I'm right here, I was just going to say that I use the decrees. More money is on me, to me. Thank you.
I love it. Love it. So Gabriel says waiting for the universe to deliver windfalls. And by the way, that is one of the methods. Just by the way, you may think, Gabriel, that you just put it in there, but that is one of the ways. Like Neelu said, using the decrees. Then we have Alicia saying clearing, blocking beliefs. Fantastic. I think you all have a sense of what it is. Imagine a glass of water. Now, this glass of water is our life. And this glass of water is our life because all of us, including nature, does not like a vacuum. We don't like emptiness. We will do anything to fill up our emptiness. Nobody likes to be in the void. Of course, as a spiritual process or meditation where you access the void, that's a different feeling of peace and oneness. But for ourselves, we don't like our lives to be empty. We don't like our cupboards to be empty. We don't like our fridge to be empty. We don't like to feel empty. So when you take a look at this glass of water as your life, you see the water to the top of the glass. If this is our life, what can we do to make sure that we get what we want? Logically speaking, one way is you empty out some of the water and you allow fresh water to be poured in. Correct? So number one way to manifest is you clear. And clearing can be anything. It can be the clearing of limiting beliefs. It can be the clearing of clutter. It can be the clearing of a relationship where you let go of a toxic one. It can be the clearing of a job where you are unhappy. Clearing means letting go, taking some of the water out. The other is that you don't take anything out, but you want new water to be poured into the glass. What will happen? When you pour the water in the glass is going to overflow. Manifestation way number 2, where you work on getting what you want, and then as it starts showing up, you start clearing what gets revealed for you to clear. So you start making the space as the flow is coming in. Combining these two together is manifestation method number 3. You clear some, you receive some. When you receive some, you see what is becoming the overflow, you let that go as well. You clear the area around your glass. And the fourth one is, well, it's a manifestation method, but there is only one way that you can access this method. And this manifestation method, I must tell you with an example. Many, many years ago, when I was in the dark night of my soul, when I didn't know what the future would bring, when everything was unclear, uncertain, I had $4 or 240 rupees in my bank account. That weekend, I had to take care of my son. I lived in a rented apartment. Of course, I had daily expenses of food. In that moment, and I still remember how I was standing outside the ATM, and it was past the afternoon and the sun was so hot, and I was wondering whether I should spend that money in taking a cab or if I should just walk the 8 kilometers back. A week later, I had about $750. And that's about 50,000 rupees. Remember, this is a time when I didn't know the principles of the universe, where I didn't know that there were ways that you could co-create your future and your life. Cut to a time when I had begun work about 5 years back, and it was the end of December, and New Year was round the corner. And on New Year's Day, I had in my bank account rupees 1100. And rupees 1100 is about $10. And I knew the significance of that number because of the number 11, the beginning, the starting, 2 number ones. In 1 week, I had about $1,000. The difference between that time before and this time was only one. At that time, where I didn't know how money worked. I didn't know how life worked. I hadn't yet completely understood the importance of energy flows. I only had prayer. 5 years back, I had my work and I had prayer. The fourth method of manifestation is the X factor. You do not know how it will come, when it will come, where it will come from. It's like, when your aunt suddenly visits you and she's got a gift for you, and then while leaving, she also gives you a little bit of cash. Had you prepared for that? Had you thought about that? Could you have prepared for that? Could you have thought about that? That X factor is when the universe steps in and makes it happen for you. And I want to tell you about the fastest way to access the X factor. And the X factor, you cannot have a sense of, okay, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to get some money. I'm going to get into this partnership, I'm going to get some money. I'm going to open this business, I'm going to get some money. The X factor is just an act of surrender and knowing that the universe will step in to make it happen. Is belief required? It's always good to have belief, but it is not required. When Jupiter's decree showed up for the first time and I got this particular prayer, it was, of course, all the decrees are life-changing. Any healing process is life-changing. But this particular decree, I have seen work magic in the amount of serendipities and synchronicities that take place on a daily basis, where my maid will say she's not coming, my tiffin provider will say it's raining too hard, they can't deliver, and from 45 kilometers away, a friend would have sent me something as a surprise, as a meal. The way that Jupiter's prayer decree works is that X factor, and it's an X factor because we don't know what makes up this. It is a prayer of saying, I have done my best, you do the rest. Whatever you send to me, I will receive as Ishwar Arpan and Prasad Buddhi. That particular weekend, when I didn't know how I was going to take care of my son, that weekend, his father decided that he and his family, as in his side of the family, was going to go away for the weekend. My son didn't come over that weekend. By Tuesday, I had money in my account. This X factor, where you are taken care of, where you are guided, where you are always in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, meeting the right people, we can never break this down to a science. Ishwar Arpan and Prasad Buddhi is the act of saying, I surrender all results to you. Whatever those results are, I will treat them as prasadam. Everybody knows prasad. It's what you get when you go to the temple. When you bow your head and when it's time to leave, the priest will give you a little water to drink and something else, something usually a little sweet, he will put in your palm for you to eat. So whatever the results, I treat it as prasadam. Ishwar Arpan and Prasad Buddhi comes to us fastest and bestest with Jupiter's manifesting decree prayer, which is, and please fold your hands, my darling, and 3 times please say with me, I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. The power of I am willing as a prayer is not only the fact that it connects us immediately to an act of trust and faith in the universe, it is also a realization of the fact that no matter what you do, no matter what I do, there is no such thing as 100% readiness. All you need to do is be willing, and life will take place for you, and you will see this on a daily basis. So this isn't about the fact that tomorrow you will get this magnificent money message. It's about the fact that today itself, in minutes and in hours, you will see how everything is taking place to make sure that something works out for you. One more time, let us please do this. Hands still folded. I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. Jupiter's number is 3. So I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. Even if you just do this once a day, 3 times, it's good. I like to do it as an instinct and an intuition. So sometimes if I feel like saying I'm willing, I'm willing, I'm willing, I'm willing, sometimes I start singing it. I'm willing, I'm willing, I'm willing. I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. I am willing, I am willing, I am willing in my voice that doesn't carry too much rhythm. Sometimes I will do this in front of the altar. Sometimes I will just do it generally clearing around the whole house. But I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. Make it your permanent mantra. It's 3 words and you just have to say it 3 times. It doesn't even take 15 seconds. And immediately, it's like you are now in the flow of the universe and vice versa. The universe is now in your flow as well. One more time, my darlings. 3 times, of course, I am willing, but I also wanted to do 3 sets of it. So hands folded. I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. Tell me how it made you feel. And Nishi says, uplifted. Sumati also looked at another way of manifestation, which is working out to make it work out, taking action. You're a very good student, Sumati. Absolutely. Working, taking action. All of these are manifestation number 1, 2, and 3. Can you clear something without taking action? Can you work on receiving something without taking action? Can you do both without taking action? So taking action is something I am taking for granted. By being on this call, you have taken action. Something will happen for you. Even though Jupiter is going retrograde, which means that he is going to be working a little more slowly, he is definitely present. He is listening. And because he is such a kind, wise, happy-go-lucky energy, and he loves to give. You know, Jupiter is one of the most generous planets. He loves to give. In fact, you can blame him for overgiving. You can blame him for being overindulgent, especially if he's matched very well with Venus in our charts. He will make sure that you get something, a message, a vision, money, a gift, saving, treat, something will show up for you. Neelu, can you tell me how the others are feeling? Oh, Nishi is the one who has typed in last. I was just wondering because my Facebook edits some of the comments, so I don't get to see everything all at once. Then it starts showing up later and later. Mercury retrograde, you can leave now. Facebook comments, you can show up all at once now. My favorite. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You can see them. I was just sorry. I just came in to ask if you wanted me to read them out.
I'm not seeing anything beyond Nishi's uplifted.
Okay, I've seen uplifted. Okay, after that, Alice has written felt good. Delbert says, yes, feel so good. I do it often in the morning. Sanji says, I feel excited. Leanne says, optimistic. Rumi opened with a heart sign. Heidi Rast says, love it. Vandana says, my fear and heart stopped and I'm feeling relaxed. Dilly says, confident with faith. Anil says, eyes became moist. And Amanda says, I love saying I am willing into 3 times. It makes me feel positive. I say it night and morning.
Fantastic. Whatever work you are embarking on, whether it is the process of cleaning and clearing your your health, your auric field, whatever it is that you're doing, whether you are embarking on a new meeting with a potential client, I am willing, I am willing, I am willing is the one way to make sure that manifestation method number 4, which is the X factor, is playing through everything that we are doing. My own personal favorite way of manifestation is the clearing way. That my glass is full, so I'm going to take out a little bit of it and then allow the universe to pour in whatever the universe pours in. I'm not even going to pick up that jug of new water and put it in, because that's the thing about clearing. The universe will fill it up. You don't have to do more beyond the clearing. On this call, all kinds of, I was going to say people, but what I wanted to say was something else. All kinds of affinities will be present. Some of y'all will enjoy this clearing bit. Some of y'all would prefer that you work on manifesting and actualizing. Some of y'all would like to do a little bit of both. In quite a bit of my decree work now, I try and combine both, because I understand that not everybody is fond of just clearing and clearing and clearing, and not everybody is fond of only doing actualization and manifesting and manifesting. Both can get exhausting beyond a point. But I want to begin the next part with a clearing. And I want to tell you, my darlings, that and this cue I got over the last few weeks. Sometimes I know what's going on with everybody because of the sessions that show up. And the sessions that have shown up around money in the last few weeks were primarily of these particular 2 limiting beliefs. And I've mentioned them in the poster. But do you know what your limiting belief is? I am taking it for granted that everybody has money, that what we want is more money. Do you know what is in the way? Is your limiting belief clear to you? Quick digress into explaining a limiting belief. A limiting belief is a very strong vibration of a judgment, of a decision, where we have decided that it's going to be like this only. So, for example, you could have a belief that says money comes only with hard work. And this could become a limitation, because then when people gift you money, the part of you that believes that you can only get it out of hard work will make you want to reject this money, or will make you want to pay back the money by working or doing something for that person, where the ease of receiving a gift is not there. Do you know what your limiting belief around money is?
Nidhu, I can see that somebody's typing a comment, and in the meantime, Sudesh has asked, can we intend I am willing to release pain and trauma?
You can. You can. I am willing, I am willing, I am willing as a prayer need not necessarily be attached to an instruction, but you're most welcome to use it like that. So if you want to say, I'm willing to release all pain and trauma, first you do the prayer. The prayer is, I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. And then you make it a instruction. You give the command. I am willing to release trauma. I am willing to release all limiting beliefs around money. I am willing to receive more money. I am willing to have more support in my life. I am willing to make money just by being on this call. And Gabriel says, I spend more and faster than I earn and manifest it. It's never enough. I am overspending. It's never enough. Yeah, big, big limiting belief, right? Because it's never enough means even when it's there, you will make sure you behave in a way that makes your belief come true. Because that's the whole point of a belief. It's how we make sense of the world. It's how we feel correct and good and right. Like we feel right when something proves us right, right? So a belief, we're always seeking to prove our belief right. If our belief is it's not enough, we will work and act and feel and behave in ways so that it is not enough, because then I can feel most empowered, because the most empowering feeling in the world is the feeling of being right.
Nidhu, there are comments before. I can just call them out to you.
Yes,
There's
please.
Gulnar. Gulnar says, always in lack. Sanjay says, my limiting belief is I don't deserve nice things. And Dipali says, my limiting beliefs are the memories. And Chandni is also just written in saying, it's a lot of effort and I will get, and then my screen went, get burnt out, I think is what she had written. Yeah, I will get burnt out and making more money.
Correct. And the last one is actually a version of it's never enough, which is I don't have enough energy to give and work. And somewhere also another limiting belief, which is I'll have to put in so much before I can get it, and then I will have nothing left because I will be completely emptied in this giving to make money. In fact, Neelu, what is the one you said before that? Before Chandni?
And before Chandni's was, that's before Gabriel's, just a second,
There was also I
was
don't deserve.
Gulnar. Gulnar, always in lack. And Sanji says, my limiting belief, I don't deserve nice things.
Is I don't deserve. Again, another huge limiting belief. I don't deserve, I'm not worthy. A belief in lack, where the belief system is that it is right when something is lacking, or when something is scarce, or there is a famine of some sort. And usually lack and scarcity do have to do with past lives of famine, drought, starvation, like being in a period of a great illness, like the plague, where everything became scarce. Give me one moment, my darlings. I'm just going to have some water. Everybody, please have some water as well. All right. One belief system, it's never enough. You can leave now. It's never enough. You can leave now. We're going to say it 10 times. So 8 more times. It's never enough. You can leave now. 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 Patterns of it's never enough broken. I don't deserve money. You can leave now. I don't deserve money. You can leave now. I don't deserve to be given money. You can leave now. I don't deserve to receive money. You can leave now. I don't deserve to earn money. You can leave now. I don't deserve to make money. You can leave now. I don't deserve to get money. You can leave now. I don't deserve money. You can leave now. I don't deserve money. You can leave now. I don't deserve money. You can leave now. Patterns of not deserving, broken. Alethea says, I worry too much, thus blocking abundance. For sure. But what is the belief in that? You've identified an emotion that's in the way. And yes, worry, you see, everything likes to feel right. So if we have a tendency to worry, then we would like to have reasons to worry. If we have a tendency to be angry, we would like to be given opportunities to be angry. If we like to fight, we would like to be given opportunities to fight. What is the belief system in the worry? And there was one more, and there was one, it's a lot of effort. Basically, money is hard work. Money is hard work, you can leave now. Money is hard work, you can leave now. It's a lot of effort and I will get burnt out, you can leave now. I will get burnt out, it's a lot of effort, you can leave now. It's a lot of effort, I will get burnt out, you can leave now. It's too much effort, you can leave now. I will get burnt out, you can leave now. I won't have enough to even enjoy that money, you can leave now. Don't have the energy and the bandwidth to put into making money, you can leave now. Patterns of money being hard work, lot of effort, getting burnt out in the process, broken. Gabriel says money is dirty and can ruin one's character if not managed wisely. And here, in defense of money, I just want to say that money doesn't change anybody. It just makes you more of who you are. Money does not have that kind of power in our lives. So once in a while, I will hear this sentence, I love to give and I want to do so much for people in the world. And I just want that money so that I can help other people. And then when I say, so what do you do now with the money you do have? Even if it's $10 that you have, do you give away 50 pence? Do you give away $1? Or are you thinking, I'm going to give it away when the money comes? When the money comes, if you are not already a giver, you are not going to suddenly become a giver. If you are not able to be generous when you have the money you have, more money is only going to make you less generous. But let's take a look at this belief system. Money is dirty, you can leave now. 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 Money is dirty. Patterns of money is dirty, broken, smashed, destroyed, annihilated, gone, all gone. And Gabriel says, what about being overly generous and giving away what we don't have or own? Oh my gosh, that, if you don't have it, like you give it away or you overspend on your credit card when you know you're not going to be making that kind of money at the end of the month, that comes from great irresponsibility and lack of accountability. It also comes from a very innocent space that, you know what, we'll manage. Something will happen. Something will fall into place. Somehow, some magic will take place. My mother will give it to me, or my father will give it to me, or the universe will step in and give it to me. But really, it comes from being unaccountable and irresponsible. If you don't have it, don't give it. What about the belief system of it's not there when I need it? How are we on that? Neelu, can you give me a group reading on the belief system of it's not there when I need it? Like, what's the group percentage on this?
Give me a moment. 75%.
Wow, that is huge. How many of y'all resonating with this? It's not there when I need it. And check for yourselves as well. On a scale of 0 to 10, how true is it? Gabriel says, money usually comes when I need it. Fantastic. Mansha also says, I also feel that when the time comes, we lack the resources. So we have two opposing beliefs, that money usually comes when I need it. And Mansha, I feel that when the time comes, we lack the resources. It's not there when I need it. One of the reasons why I love working with money is because it's always a little more than money. Money, at the end of the day, is another relationship we have. Money and food. There are two other relationships that we have. I have seen, without exception, that when our relationships have something going on, it immediately impacts the relationship with money as well as food. So the relationship with money actually becomes like a mirror for what is going on in our other relationships. So for example, in the it's not there when I need it, invariably has to do with family not being there when we need them. Whether it was our mother who was not there when we needed her, or our father who was not there when we needed him, or our brothers and sisters were not there when we needed them, or our husbands and wives are not there when we need them. Mansha, take a look at your life. Were your parents there for you? If you are in a relationship, is your partner there for you? Alethea says, money always comes in when I'm almost broke. I find it difficult to have money and get more money too. But Alethea, that money coming in when you're almost broke, that's the X factor. That's manifestation method number 4, where the universe steps in and looks after you, which the universe does for all of us. For the people who I've heard maximum saying, I'm working on the money, it's not coming, I don't know how I'm going to manage, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. That story I have heard over months and years, where we are not able to look back and see, I've been singing the same song for a long time, but I'm still here. I'm still living in that house. I'm still eating. I'm still wearing good clothes. Not able to acknowledge the presence of manifestation method number 4. That somewhere, somehow, the universe will always step in to take care of you. When we don't have the X factor in our awareness, when we don't have the I am willing, that lack of gratitude also means that we will not take a look at the messages, insights, dreams, visions, signals that come to us, where the universe is trying to nudge us to tell us what to do next to get the money. Remember the other manifestation methods? The universe will tell us what is to be released. The universe will tell us what is the action to be taken. The universe will show us how we can do both simultaneously, that I clear as well as take action. For maximum stuckness of money is when we don't bring in the X factor, when we don't co-create with the universe, when we don't listen to what the universe has to say. Money is an act of millions and trillions of frequencies coming together to make sure you have it. Just as you are involved in the process of somebody else getting money, tons of other people and actions are involved in you getting money. When the universe sends us a sign that says, listen, you've got to deal with what's going on at home first before you ask for the money so that you can leave this marriage and have your own independent life, we've got to pay attention to that. If we get a sense that tomorrow I have got to feed 12 Brahmins, you've got to listen to that. Mansha says, yes, I've felt that a couple of times, the lack of someone being there for almost people close to me. And it will come. It will come from your most defining periods, which is your childhood. If your parents were not there for you, it is very difficult for money to be there for you, because money is, remember, it's a reflection and a mirror of your other relationships. Now, in manifestation method number 2, which is the attraction work, which is the actualization work, you can do work on establishing a relationship with money. You know, you can hug money, you can kiss money, you can count money, you can look at money and say, I love you. You can sleep with money, you can treat money well, you can make sure that your wallet is gorgeous. All of these are ways in which you could try and establish an independent relationship with money, and all of them are also wonderful. But the money will keep coming back to being a mirror of your other relationships. If your relationships don't make you feel safe and secure, no amount of money is going to make you feel safe and secure. Although money, like food, becomes a great substitute. Not feeling safe and secure where you are, you will invariably start thinking about how you can have lots more money. Chandni says, it comes when I need it and is not a continuous and steady supply. Financial stability. Do you mean financial instability? And take a look at how your relationships are. Are they stable or are they unstable? 75% of it's not there when I need it. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. You can leave now. 75% of it's not there. Gone, all gone. Deactivated, disassembled, transmuted. Money is not there when I need it. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. All the ways that money is reflecting the wound of somebody not being there for us. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. Transference of loss and gap and emptiness onto money. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. You can leave now. Neelu, just take a check on what is the percentage now.
Will you just repeat the statement once more? Nidhu, will you just repeat the statement once more? If it's not the entire sentence.
It's not there when I need it. How strong is this for the group right now?
%55.
Sorry? 55%?
Yes.
Sorry.
55.
Go ahead, Neelu. Go ahead.
No, your voice had gotten mute.
Oh, sorry. Am I audible?
Yes.
So 55% of it's not there, you can leave now 10 times together. So 9 times more. 55% of it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% of it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. 55% it's not there when I need it, you can leave now. The pattern of it's not there when I need it, the money is not there when I need it, people are not there when I need it, my family is not there when I need them, broken. Mancha, tell me if you have any reaction to this. Alicia, any reaction to this? Chandni, any reaction to this? How is your body responding? What's coming up? The first message the universe sends to us is in our reaction. Is there relief? Is there tightness? Is there anxiety? Is there anger? Because remember, we are taking apart a belief system, which means that we're taking away one method in which we have made ourselves feel right. So there could be anger. Oh, and Chandni says tightness and anger. Neelu, is Chandni on the dashboard? Can we unmute her? Chandni, would you be willing to come on? Mancha says relief after heavy breathing. Superb.
Yes, she's here, Nidhu.
Let's speak to Chandni.
Unmuted. Chandni is unmuted.
Hi, Chandni. We can hear Chandni. You can leave now. Not being able to hear Chandni, you can leave now. Hearing sound instead of Chandni's voice, you can leave now. Hearing more sounds instead of Chandni's voice, you can leave now.
I don't think she's realized. There she is.
यहाँ से काट लो वो से निकल आए
I don't think she's realized she's unmuted, so she's going through a different functions at home. I'm
That's
just going
right.
to mute her back.
That's right. Okay. Let's take a look at somebody else.
Okay, I have somebody here, Prajakta, who's raised a hand. I'm not sure, and there's somebody anonymous. I cannot see a name.
Let's have Prajakta on.
Hi.
Prajakta is unmuted.
Yes. Hi. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Prajakta.
Hi.
Hi. Tell us what's going on with money. Which manifestation method do you like to use, and what is your limiting belief when it comes to money?
I agree with you. You said that when your relationships are not in a proper manner, the money channel is great. So here I
Yeah.
would like to give you a notification as well as to myself also. That yes, my relationships.
Sorry to interrupt, Prajakta, but may I request you to speak a little louder?
Yeah. The relationships are not very good, and for that reason only I guess I have a big problem with the money. Because whenever I'm putting my hands, the projects are very good, very big. They are having a big projection. But when it comes for for any other the money factor, it doesn't come to me. It had a break. Uh, if they will say that we will give you confirmation afterwards, or else uh, in job also. I'm working so hard, but I'm not getting things what I need to.
Are you also doing the same in your relationships? Are you trying to please someone or everyone a lot? You always do what they ask you to do, and then when it
Yes,
comes to your turn,
yes,
so
yes.
what is
It's
the
only
belief?
giving, but not getting.
Giving, 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 not getting. So the belief system here could be that I should only give but not get,
Hmm.
right? Because
Yes.
then every time you are giving and not getting, you feel correct, like something correct is taking place. Like this is how it is. I just knew it. I knew it would be like this, and it's happened like this. Then there is the satisfaction of
Hmm.
of being correct, of being right. So
Hmm.
I should only give, not get. Neelu, can you check how strong this is for Prajakta?
I should only give and not get, correct?
Yeah.
It's at 60.
And also do, it's not there when I need it. The money is not there when I need it.
$65.
Okay. Prajakta, 10 times, please say 65%, it's not there, or rather, they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. Prajakta, you would say it out loud.
Yeah. Can I see it inside only? Since I'm there in direct way.
Uh, are there people around you?
Yes.
I mean, I can hear children, and children are most welcome. Children, pets, animals, most welcome. But all right, say it in your mind, and let us
Mm-hmm.
know when it's done.
Yes.
Nidhu, Prajakta had muted herself. Do you want me to check on her and unmute?
No, we'll let her come back on her own when it's a little safer for her to speak. I'm just going to
Okay.
give it out loud anyway. Let us see what happens. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. 65% they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. You can all 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 leave now. The pattern of not having support and resources when needed, broken. Prajakta, how are you doing? Can you let us know? Surendra, how is the pain in the teeth now? Pain in the teeth comes when we are not able to break down big ideas, when we may be taking on too many burdens, too many responsibilities, because then we can't break it down. Pain in the teeth comes with a lot of panic and overwhelm in the body. You can all leave now. 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 Sharmishta says, since I have been married, my husband has given huge amounts of money savings to people, associates, different people time and again, all stuck, not returning, money not coming back. Sharmishta, what do you think is the belief system here? Also, did I prepare you all on the Saturn retrograde call that in this time of Saturn retrograde, if bills are going up, or people are borrowing money or refusing to pay it back, then accept it as karma, because karma gets paid out in health and wealth. Better it goes in wealth than in health. Chani says, frozen shoulder left. What is the reason for this? It means that you would not like to receive. Maybe you have received a lot of criticism. Maybe you have received a lot of taunts. Maybe you have received a lot of verbal abuse. The left shoulder, which is the shoulder of receiving, because the shoulder then allows our hand, arm, and forearm to handle receiving well. The shoulder says, listen, I don't care if now good is going to come my way. I just don't want to receive anything because I can't take a chance that I'm going to end up receiving bad and hurt and harm and trauma. Frozen shoulders, especially on the left side, have to do with an inability to receive more good, and money is always more good. So somewhere there is a block that has taken place. Neelu, check if Sharmishta is on the dashboard. Can she come on? We haven't heard back from Prajakta, but whenever she is able to, I have no doubt she'll let us know.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm looking for... Actually, there are a lot of anonymouses, like people have not put their names in. So if it's any one of those, and I am not seeing Sharmishta as a name so far. No. I'm unable to see her on the board.
Kulpreet says, already feeling that my bank account is increasing, feels so abundant. That's awesome. It's been a while back since you mentioned that. Kulpreet, come on the post just above this one.
Nidhu?
Yeah.
Okay, I know this is very unrelated to the call, but I can see someone, Alicia, who we've been trying to get in touch with. I just wanted to send a shout out for her to please get in touch with us um, somehow because we
We
need some
wanted her.
information from her
Yeah,
email. Yes,
we needed her email ID.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I just saw the name. I'm so sorry. I didn't let me take the opportunity quickly.
And Kulpreet also says, my husband spends more money on himself than on his children and me. Kulpreet, what is, like, when you see that happening, what is the thought that crosses your mind? I'm not good enough. I'm not worth it. No matter what I do, it's not enough. And Surendra says pain has released. Awesome. And Alifia is willing to come on, Neelu. Just check. Alifia, the person's name we took is Alicia. Sorry, and I mistook you to mean that you wanted to come on to the call. Sorry. Sharmishta, any idea on what that thought is? Like when people behave like that, how does it make you feel? What's the thought that comes up? Like Dilly says, my limiting belief is I'm not the lucky one who can have more money. Wow. So where you have associated money with luck, although Jupiter is all about good luck. Neelu, just check, is Dilly on the dashboard? Sudesh also says, I will become arrogant and cruel if I get more money. You can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed.
And Dilly, I'm not seeing. In case you've logged in with the, and just I've forgotten to put your name in, and so it's showing as anonymous. Just raise your hand, Dilly.
Heidi says, I have always had enough money, but there is a belief that I don't need more or I cannot have more than I need for a comfortable life. So there is a ceiling somewhere. I don't need more or I cannot have more than I need. I cannot have more than I need for a comfortable life, which is how would this show up in your relationship? It would show up in your relationships like I'm comfortable in my relationship, but the more that I want in my relationship, I can't have it. I can't have more than I already have. Does this make sense, Heidi? I can't have more than I already have. You can leave now. I can't have more than I already have. You can leave now. I can't have more than I already have. You can leave now. I can't have more than I already have. You can leave now. Patterns of believing that you can't have more than you already have. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. Sudesh also says, I will never be able to become rich due to my bad karmas or sins. You can leave now. I will never be able to become rich. You can leave now. I have too much bad karma to be rich. You can leave now. Gurpreet, I haven't heard back from you. Sharmishta, I haven't heard back from you.
Nidhu, there is one anonymous who's raised hand. I'm not sure if it's Dilly. Do you want to just check?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm unmuting. And Alicia has also raised her hand. We'll get her on as well. Sorry. Okay, I've unmuted the person anonymous who raised hand. You are unmuted. Can you say something, please? Okay, nothing in there. Chandni's raised her hand. Alicia's raised her hand. And I think Lisbeth is also here and she's raised her hand as well.
So who are we saying hello to?
And Prajakta has also raised her hand. So you tell me.
We had somebody anonymous coming on.
Yeah, I muted them, didn't say anything, so close it back.
Okay. And who's next? Alicia.
Alicia, yeah. Alicia.
Let's speak. Alicia, okay.
Yeah, the one for whom the shout out was done, please get in touch.
Are we speaking to her?
No, I think she dropped her hand. I think she raised it for that. Okay, there's Chandni,
Okay.
there's Lisbeth, Prajakta.
All right, let's have a word with Prajakta because then we can do a check for her as well. Welcome back, Prajakta. How are you doing?
Good.
How did it make you feel to think the sentence?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Looking forward for the family and everything.
I remember it was 65%, and 65%, they are not there when I need them. You can leave now. Nilu, can you just check for it's not there when I need it for Prajakta, which was at a 65% and bigger than the other one, which was at a 60%.
It's at a 30%.
30%. Fantastic. So it's come down to less than half. Excellent. Excellent. Prajakta, for good measure. But first tell me, did any thought come up after you gave it? Did a message come to you? Did something click? Did something become clearer?
Yeah, and my husband always said that my wife doesn't need any help because she is capable enough. He looks after
So sorry, Prajakta, I'm not being able to hear you properly.
yeah. Can you hear me right now?
I can, but because there's voices in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Try one more time.
Yeah, my husband always says that I am capable enough to take care of myself. So he always takes care of my children, but he just look after my needs, but he never helps me out.
He never helps me out.
Yeah.
And which one of your parents would always refuse to help you out?
Uh, Actually, both were good enough to help me, but because of my father passed away and my mother is a housewife, I'm the one person who is taking care of everyone. So
Got it.
I need to do everything for everyone.
And this gives us a great opportunity to look at one of Jupiter's other beautiful decrees, which is the decrees on forgiveness. And the way that you use a decree on forgiveness is by acknowledging what's going on with you. At no point is any forgiveness work to be done for somebody else unless they ask specifically for your forgiveness. So none of this is about forgiving the mother or the partner or a friend or those who are not returning the money. What we will say is this: I forgive myself for having I forgive myself for having a mother who couldn't help me. So just say that 3 times. I forgive myself for having a mother who couldn't help me. I forgive myself for having a mother who couldn't help me. I forgive myself for having a mother who couldn't help me. You are forgiven now. And just with that, Nilu, please take a look 65%, that became 30% of they are not there when I need them. How much is it now?
Is that a zero, Nidhu?
Fantastic! How are you feeling, Prajakta?
Good.
Good. Please do let us know what happens in 24 hours, even if it's the smallest gesture of helpfulness or compassion or empathy towards you. Please do let us know. If not from your husband, then even from any other family member, because the universe will reflect your new vibration. You will have to do the work to maintain the new vibration, but at least right now, because you've stepped into a new pattern, the universe will let you know. I want you to say 3 times, I am always supported. I am always supported. I am always supported. Always, by the way, my darling, is a decree. Not ascribed to Jupiter, but it is a decree. So I am always supported. I'm always supported now. I always get the support I need. And now, 3 times. Money is always there when I need it. Money is always there when I need it. Money is always there when I need it. Let us go one step ahead. Money always comes when I want it. Money always comes when I want it. Money always comes when I want it. Keep us posted, Prajakta. Stay in touch. Have lots and lots of water. And Neelu, what was the group? The group reading was 75%, right? Where it's not there when I need it. Can you tell us what is the group reading now?
It is dropped down to 40%.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All of us, I'm going to give you another insight from the wisdom of Jupiter. Like when we use the forgiveness decrees and bring it back to ourselves, the fact is that how we are with ourselves is also our relationship, right? And we are with ourselves the way our parents were with us, because we learn how to be with ourselves the way they treated us. If they were not there for us, I guarantee we are not being there for ourselves as well. And if we cannot be there for ourselves, then the money cannot be there for us also. 3 times, my darlings, please use this particular decree. Not there for myself. You can leave now. Not there for myself. You can leave now. Not there for myself. You can leave now. Follow it up with the forgiveness decree. I forgive myself for having parents who were not there for me and for not being there for myself now. You are forgiven. I forgive myself for having parents who were not there for me and for not being there for myself now. You are forgiven. I forgive myself for having parents who were not there for me and for not being there for myself now. You are forgiven. Have water, everybody. Let us do a round of clapping from the bottom left foot, coming up, going over our head, coming down, going to our right foot, from our right foot back up, down to the left foot, and clap in the center for a few seconds. And Nilu, please hydrate and tell us what is the reading for the group now.
Just a moment. Down to 0.
Is it down to 0?
Down to 0.
Yay! Good job, everybody. Good job. Well done. Limiting belief number 2. Sorry, Neelu, go ahead.
Yeah, there are a few hands up. Chamni's, Lisbeth, Irina, Alicia.
Is Alicia back? Is her hand back
Yes.
again?
Yes.
Okay. Let's speak with Lisbeth.
Hello?
Hi, Lisbeth.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. But I do see that I have a lot of shame and unworthiness coming up around money. And it's not so much bringing in the money as it is having it, keeping it, and growing it. And I know that as you were going through the things about parents, I know my stepmother, who we've talked about before, she was very jealous of me, and she has, even in my adulthood, made me feel, called me selfish and irresponsible and all kinds of things around money and gifts, and I feel like that's very on the surface now.
Correct. So basically, you have not been worthy in the eyes of your stepmother. And that is coloring how you think and feel about yourself, because how we think and feel about ourselves affects our functioning in the world, which includes with everything, with other people, with other institutions, of course, with money as well. So 3 times, Elizabeth, please say the sentence, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
For having a stepmother.
For having a stepmother.
Who made me feel so unworthy.
Who made me feel so unworthy.
And for continuing to do the same to myself.
And for continuing to do the same to myself.
Making myself unworthy, you can leave now 3 times.
Making myself unworthy, you can leave now. Making myself unworthy, you can leave now. Making myself unworthy, you can leave now.
How did that make you feel?
Her word about me being selfish just came up like a flood, like I'm selfish. Even though I don't think I am, but it's like I believe it from her.
Correct. And I think more than the word is the hurt of hearing the word that you're holding on to. Because the word selfish itself, I feel, is not coming into you as much as the hurt of having been called selfish. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the hurt?
10.
And where do you feel this hurt in the body?
Right now at my throat, but when she first did it, it was like a dagger somewhere in the middle of me.
I want you to see this dagger. I want you to either pull it out or see divine hands coming in and taking out this dagger. If there is a wound, if there's bleeding, I want you to see how it is being sutured, how there is soothing balm being put on it, and how if it needs to be dressed, there's a wad of cotton and dressing being put on it as well.
It's a little hard for me to picture, but I think I got the sense that it was at my heart, like the left side. And I'm just asking the angels to do it. Okay. It feels like, I don't know that the dagger is still there, but the hurt is still there. And there is tightness at my throat, probably because I never felt like I could speak back to her.
I forgive myself for not being able to speak back to my stepmother 3 times.
I forgive myself for not being able to speak back to my stepmother. I forgive myself for not being able to speak back to my stepmother. I forgive myself for not being able to speak back to my stepmother. It was that I wasn't allowed. My father didn't want me to, too.
I forgive myself for having a father who didn't want me to speak up for myself, and for continuing the pattern, because I'm sure you're not doing it even now.
I forgive sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, it did become. I forgive myself for having a father who didn't want me to speak up and for continuing the pattern.
I forgive myself for having a father who didn't want me to speak up and for continuing the pattern. I forgive myself for having a father who didn't want me to speak up and for continuing the pattern. I forgive myself for having a father who didn't want me to speak up and for continuing the pattern.
You
wow.
are forgiven now.
That feels like I'm betraying his love.
Ah, what a fantastic limiting belief. Love means never having to speak up. Right?
Yeah.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how true is this sentence in your life?
It depends on the situation, but with my parents, probably a 10.
And check now.
Drop down a little bit when I think of my father to like an 8.
And check again.
It's dropping a little bit more to a 6.
And now when I say the word selfish, what comes to mind?
Something with him.
Maybe you didn't want to share him and your stepmom picked up on that?
No, I think that I didn't do enough for him. I didn't do enough for him. I did my own self-care at times, and so I wasn't always there for him, like at the end of his life. But I couldn't handle being around my stepmother anymore.
And now you're guilty that you made a choice between life and trauma.
I wanted to help him cross over. I wanted to be there for him, but I couldn't. I couldn't be around her.
As I was letting somebody else whose mother is not well know as well, it's very difficult to do for parents what they haven't done for you. While, of course, karma completion is to treat somebody better than they have treated us. It is very difficult because at the end of their journey, a parent will go through what they've put their children through. It is part of his completion of his life story in this life. You were not supposed to have gone to take care of him. He was not there for you. You could not have been there for him.
It was painful to watch and hear what he went through. So, and that I knew I could have made better.
And when this happens, when it's time for the parent to start going through what they've put the child through, which is actually what they have gone through themselves as children, but not had the choice or option to heal, we as the child will start going through what the parent has gone through. The roles get reversed. So if you would have felt like that, that's how he would have felt about you. Maybe he felt helpless when it came to you, just as you would have felt helpless, that he wanted to do more for you, but he just had no idea what to do.
Right.
So some karma finished in this. Something got balanced out here. I forgive myself for having a father who couldn't be there for me and for not being there for him 3 times.
I forgive myself for having a father who couldn't be there for me and who I couldn't be there for him. I forgive myself for having a father who couldn't be there for me and who I couldn't be there for him. I forgive myself for having a father who couldn't be there for me and who I couldn't be there for him.
You are forgiven now.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? How's your sense of the dagger?
There's still soreness, but it doesn't feel as bad, and there's still hurt. There's still hurt because I think it means just so much to me to give to people. So like calling me selfish is like a huge insult, a huge hurt. But I think it feels better, and I do feel better about my father.
Good. Is your stepmother still around?
She's still alive, but I haven't had contact with her at all in about almost 2 years, because she did a betrayal and then she kind of said, "You're on your own." And I just took that as my cue to exit.
So, but have you really exited?
Have I what? Have I really exited?
Right. Because you're keeping her alive with these, right? With the hurt, yeah. So 3 times, hurting myself, you can leave now.
Hurting myself, you can leave now. Hurting myself, you can leave now. Hurting myself, you can leave now. Yeah, that's tough because I thought I had left, but her voice is often in my head criticizing me.
And who has given her this place in your head?
Me?
Yes, my love, you have to bring everything back to you. So I forgive myself for giving her so much space in my head.
I forgive myself for giving my stepmother so much space in my head. I forgive myself for giving my stepmother so much space in my head. I forgive myself for giving my stepmother so much space in my head.
You are forgiven now. Criticizing myself, you can leave now. And the reason I'm saying criticizing myself, even when you hear it in another voice, in your stepmother's voice, in a voice of authority, the fact is that some part of us is continuously allowing this behavior. So criticizing myself, you can leave now 3 times.
Criticizing myself, you can leave now. Criticizing myself, you can leave now. Criticizing myself, you can leave now. I just got this flash of a connection that we are still bound in some way to each other. And I recently had an ankle injury that was not healing, and I got the sense of like a metal chain or vice grip or something there. And I kept thinking of her. I don't know.
And close your eyes, and in whatever sense you can sense this shackle, just open it. You have the key. You can also check where you are feeling bound. And Nilu, can you remind me, did we not just do a call where we were unbinding all of these chains and ropes? Was it the solar eclipse call where we were doing this with black magic?
Yes.
Lisbeth,
and with the solar eclipse course.
Right. Lisbeth, I'm going to ask Nilu to repost the replay of this call. I definitely want you to have a listen in.
Okay, yes, I missed that one. I was on the day before, but I missed that one.
How's your sense of binding and shackles?
It's like so close to my opening it, and it feels like I don't have the permission to do it. I don't know who I need the permission from.
Waiting for permission, you can leave now 3 times.
Waiting for permission, you can leave now. Waiting for permission, you can leave now. Waiting for permission, you can leave now. I just slid it off my foot.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Anytime, Elizabeth. One of the things that I always say about stories is there is a joy and pleasure to stories, our stories. My story is my story, and I enjoy my story more than I will enjoy any story, right? Because it's mine. It's the one thing that belongs to me. But when the story has gone on for very long, it starts becoming illness and pain in the body. So when the story comes up, instead of getting stuck in the story like, I have a frozen shoulder, you say, I have a frozen shoulder, you can leave now. You see this frozen shoulder. If you close your eyes, you will be able to sense how it is frozen. Maybe it is frozen with cement. Maybe it is frozen with ice. Start breaking down the cement. Start melting the ice. Whatever your story, do not end the story with the I have this. This is what is going on. You move beyond the story to break it, to reframe it, to clear it, and heal it.
Yes. Oh, yes, I get bored with my story. It's been going on for too long.
So, boring myself, you can leave now 3 times.
Boring myself, you can leave now. Boring myself, you can leave now. Boring myself, you can leave now.
And this particular gift from Lord Jupiter, this understanding of how everything comes back to us. Let us say that you are in a like Sharmishta said, right? People have taken money, they are not returning. They're not returning the money. Some part of us is obviously not in the vibration to receive the money. So I don't want to get the money back. You can leave now. I don't want to receive the money again. You can leave now. Take a look at your story. Make the story about you in a sentence and ask it to leave now. Criticizing myself, you can leave now. Believing I am unworthy, you can leave now. Thinking I don't deserve, you can leave now. Hurting myself, you can leave now. Sabotaging myself, you can leave now. Blaming myself, you can leave now. Shaming myself, you can leave now. Leave now. Criticizing myself, you can leave now. Fighting with myself, you can leave now. Because if we have grown up in warring families, we will find a way to recreate it in our own microcosm. Everything that we are, that we do, that we think, that we feel, that we behave is a reflection of our family programs until we start healing. When we heal, we can break away from the ways that our family limits us in whatever they understood. We can become more authentic. We can become more honest. What do I really feel? If I didn't have the family I have today, who would I be? If I had a family who loved, supported, nourished, cared, praised, celebrated me, who would I be? Not celebrating myself, you can leave now. Not praising myself, you can leave now. Not noticing myself, you can leave now. Because we treat ourselves the way we have been treated. Not there for myself when I need me, you can leave now. Because that's the time that we start waiting for somebody else to show up for us. That's the time we start waiting for money to show up for us. Not listening to myself, you can leave now. Let us say you have done a lot of work around money, but it's not listening. And it won't be listening because in our relationship with others as well as ourselves, we are not listening. So I'm not listening, you can leave now. The money is not coming, the money is not happening. I am not happening, you can leave now. And clearly, my darlings, you can see that there is quite a bit to understand and explore here. So we're going to return on Tuesday again. We're going to take a look at what's going on with the group. We're going to take a look at what's going on with individual clearings. There is a charge for this. It is only rupees 2,200 or USD 33. Come back for your money call. If you think that what's going on with you requires a VIP 30-minute session where Neelu will check and I will help with the decrees and the clearing, just PM Neelu and we will let you know the exclusive charge that we have going on right now for this particular month using Jupiter's decrees and working around money. I'm so excited about seeing you all again on Tuesday, and I would have stayed longer today and spoken to a couple more of you all, but I have another call to prepare for. So thank you very much, my darlings. Money work is always so much fun. Come for the fun of it all. See what happens in 24 hours. Definitely keep us posted. Big, big love. Big thank you. Big hug. Namaste from India.